Addiction and Recovery Podcast. Understanding the terms that shape recovery.
Many people have experienced moments when they feel a wave of guilt after a night of drinking. It's a common emotional response, often tied to regret about actions taken or words spoken while under the influence. Today, we're going to explore this feeling of guilt that can follow alcohol consumption, what it means, and how it fits into the broader conversation about alcohol use and recovery. Before we dive in, it's important to note that this discussion is for educational purposes only and should not be considered medical, psychological, or professional advice. Let's begin by acknowledging that feelings of guilt after drinking are subjective. They can stem from various situations, not just from drinking itself. For some, this guilt may arise from saying something regrettable or behaving in a way that feels out of character. It's a moment of reflection, where one considers whether their actions align with their personal standards or values. A common misunderstanding is that experiencing guilt after drinking automatically signals an alcohol use disorder. It's crucial to clarify that while guilt can be a strong emotion, it doesn't necessarily mean that alcohol consumption is problematic according to clinical definitions. Guilt is often tied to specific behaviors rather than the act of drinking itself. Another misconception is that feeling guilty means an individual regrets consuming alcohol altogether. In reality, it can be more nuanced. For example, someone might enjoy the act of socializing over drinks, but regret certain behaviors that occurred while they were intoxicated. This distinction is important in understanding the complexity of emotions surrounding alcohol use. Additionally, some people believe that guilt will lead to a permanent change in drinking behavior. However, guilt is just one emotion among many that may influence decisions about alcohol. Its impact varies widely from person to person, and it doesn't guarantee that future drinking will decrease or cease altogether. Understanding this emotional response is vital for recovery communities and for raising awareness about behavioral health. By recognizing that guilt does not equate to a clinical diagnosis, we can foster a more compassionate dialogue about alcohol use and support those who may be navigating their own experiences with drinking. For those considering a career in substance use disorder counseling or behavioral health, grasping these concepts can help prepare them for the complexities they will encounter in their work. It may encourage future professionals to approach their clients with empathy and understanding, recognizing that guilt is a part of the human experience. As we close this discussion, remember that topics like these are often explored in addiction counseling education. Programs, such as those offered at InterCoast colleges, include discussions about behavioral health and recovery support. If you're interested in learning more about educational pathways in this field, consider visiting intercoast.edu. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of guilt and alcohol use.